Welcome back. All right, so I get a lot of requests for different career videos, and I do see these requests. One that I've had requests for a long time is Rod Brind'Amour. So I'm going to do that today because that's also a guy that I often get questions about. Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame? And the answer for me, anyways, is that the Hall of Fame essentially is designed with the idea that these are players who are elite level players, usually for a longer period of time, who end up in the Hall of Fame. And I know there are exceptions. I know there are players that we can all bring up who are in the Hall of Fame and say, I don't know how elite he was, or he was on a really good line for a lot of the time, or maybe as a goaltender he won Stanley Cups and he was more prominent. However, but that's where the debate comes in. And for me with Rod Brind'Amour, I understand why he's not in the Hall of Fame, in that he wasn't at that elite level as a scorer, which would garner attention, and he didn't win Hart trophies, he didn't win an Art Ross, but he was around for a very long time. And it's that longevity argument that we're going to hear regarding Patrick Marleau that then could be used to revisit Rod Brind'Amour, where you could come back and say, well, wait a minute. Marleau, yes, he beats out Howe's record, but did he win more trophies than Brind'Amour? So this is where that argument's going to come in, right? Now, he's the number 9 pick in 1988. So he's drafted by the St. Louis Blues. 89-90. After playing 5 games in the playoffs the previous year, where he got 2 goals, so he's right on their radar. He's on their roster 89-90 for almost every game. 79 games played, 26 goals, 35 assists, 61 points. In the playoffs that followed, 12 games, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. He's on the all-rookie team. And, of course, anybody who collected hockey cards in the early 90s would remember that because we all had the Upper Deck cards, which showed him on the all-rookie team. 90-91, he had a sophomore slump. 78 games, 17 goals, 32 assists, 49 points. 13 games in the playoffs, 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points. September 22nd of 1991, so once we're in training camp, he gets traded. He is traded with Dan Quinn to the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for Murray Barron and Ron Sutter. This is a trade that Philadelphia wins. And they win it right out of the gate. Brind'Amour, his first year in Philadelphia, burns the Blues for trading him. 80 games, 33 goals, 44 assists, 77 points. And he plays in the All-Star game. And this is where offensively, Brind'Amour's at his best. So 92, 93, 81 games, 37 goals, 49 assists, 86 points. That 37 goals was a career high. So he's over a point a game. 93, 94, 84 games played. They did play 84 games that year. 35 goals, 62 assists, 97 points. The 97 points, a career high. So the points are there. The goals are pretty good. Everything looks great. 94, 95, lockout shortened season, 48 games, as now Brind'Amour's not missing a game anymore. 12 goals, 27 assists, 39 points. In 15 playoff games that year for Philadelphia, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points. So he produces in the regular season, and now in the postseason he's doing so as well. 95-96, 82 games, 26 goals, 61 assists, 87 points. Just tremendous overall play. 12 games in the playoffs, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. 96-97, 82 games again. Not missing any games. He had a long consecutive game streak. 27 goals, 32 assists, 59 points. So his regular season points drop, but in the playoffs, as Philadelphia goes to the finals, he's a big part of this. 19 games, 13 goals, which led the league in playoffs that year in goals. 8 assists, 21 points. So he leads the league in goals in the playoffs, and you know they get to the finals. It's not a close finals, but they get to the finals. 97-98, 82 games, 36 goals, which was 8th in the NHL. It is the one year that he's in the top 10 in goals. 38 assists, 74 points. In the playoffs, 5 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. 98-99, 82 games, 24 goals, 50 assists, 74 points. Reliable scorer, very solid veteran presence. 6 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. And then we go into the 99-2000 season, and this is where he ends up being traded to Carolina. So out of the gate, 12 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points for Philly. Good start. Carolina acquires him January 23rd of 2000. He's traded with a 2000 second-round pick and Jean-Marc Pelletier for a 2005 round pick and Keith Primo going to Philadelphia. Now, Primo had a good run in Philadelphia, right? Brind'Amour had a pretty good run in Carolina, but not right away, not out of the gate, not that first year. 33 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points to finish out the season. Now, in his first full season in Carolina, 79 games, 20 goals, 36 assists, 56 points. So his games played streak is over, but he's still not getting hurt, not missing a lot of action. 6 games in the playoffs, 1 goal, 3 assists. 2001-2002, this is a big year for Carolina. 81 games, 23 goals, 32 assists, 55 points. So his points have come down, but in the playoffs, 23 games as Carolina goes to the final. 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points. 2002-2003, 48 games played that year, 14 goals, 23 assists, 37 points. So he misses a lot of games, but his points per game are still pretty good. 2003-2004, 78 games, 12 goals, 26 assists, 38 points. So his scoring is down. And this is where it looks like he's winding down his career, right? It's pretty much he's winding down. It's almost done, right? It's been 15 years since, or 16 years since he was drafted. Probably about time to think about it. So 04-05, he ends up playing in Europe. Because the NHL, of course, isn't playing at all. 2005-2006, whatever that season that was lost did for him, it worked. 78 games played in 05-06, 31 goals, 39 assists, 70 points. So a huge resurrection of his career. And then in the playoffs, 23 games, 12 goals, 6 assists, 18 points. He wins the Selke Trophy and he wins the Stanley Cup. So it is his first trophy, and it's 16 years after his rookie year. 2006-2007, 78 games, 26 goals, 56 assists, 82 points, and he wins the Selke Trophy again. So this is where people can say, hey, he won Selkes late in his career, and use that as a reason to say he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Again, you guys can let me know in the comment section below where you stand on this discussion, because for me, I can understand both sides, and yeah, we'll see if he eventually gets in. 2007-2008, only 59 games played, but 19 goals, 32 assists for 51 points. 2008-2009, 80 games, 16 goals, 35 assists, 51 points. And then in 18 playoff games, because Carolina either misses the playoffs or they go to the conference finals, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. And that's the last time Carolina would see the playoffs for a long time. 2009-2010, in his final season, 80 games played, 9 goals, 10 assists for 19 points overall. So in the end, 1,484 games played, which is 25th overall, all time. 452 goals, which is 59th overall. 732 assists, which is 48th overall. 1,184 points, which is 51st overall in NHL history. In the playoffs, 159 games, 51 goals, 60 assists, 111 points. So, May 18th, 2018, he was named Carolina's head coach. He is the first head coach to ever lead them to the playoffs 3 straight years. So there are reasons to look at his career as a player and now as a coach and realize that maybe his time as a coach is increasing his chances of getting into the Hall of Fame overall. His number 17 was retired by Carolina February 18th of 2011. So right away, that first season after his retirement, they retire his number. 2021, he won the Jack Adams Award as Coach of the Year this year. So again, I think he's adding to his resume. He still looks like he could go out on the ice and play, or at least win a couple of fights. And yeah, I do understand both sides of the argument. Like I said at the beginning, to me, you know, the elite level that you're looking for in a Hall of Famer, I don't think is necessarily there with Brind'Amour, but that is the same argument we're going to have about Patrick Marleau at some point soon. So let me know your thoughts, where you stand on this. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not? And let me know why in the comment section below. So there you go. Career of Rod Brind'Amour. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.